right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accountant and Tips from Elaine's Desk. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to our weekly broadcast. All right. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be talking about strategies to business growth and success. This is the deal. Constantly, while we're in business, we're constantly thinking of ways to make sure that the business continue to grow so we can be successful. And as the market is changing, consumer behavior is changing, everything is being different from one day to the next. So you want to be able to keep up with this stuff in order for you to stay relevant and for your business to continue to grow, right? So I'm going to talk about 3 points that we can do to ensure that we are going to be keeping up with the changing times and to grow our business successfully. Okay, so let's jump right into this, guys. Let's jump right into this. The first point today, we're going to talk about your product and your service that you are delivering to the public. Okay, so based on the product, based on the service, what we want to do first and foremost is we want to start assessing what that is to see if it's fulfilling the needs of the market, the needs of the public today, right? Some of us have an ongoing business or ongoing products or services that we've been delivering for so many years, and we never stop to think, okay, how is this doing? You know, the business might be a little bit stagnant, but then we don't stop to evaluate what it is that we're offering and to see if there is anything that we need to do to what it is that we are offering, right? So sometimes you got to stop, take a look at what that is, and just determine whether or not you need to diversify a little bit. Do you need to develop a new product? Do you need to come up with new services? You know, you need to have a strategy to keep up with the changing times. This is what's happening, right? So this is not anything that we can control, and it's moving faster than most business can even keep up with. Okay, so we got to stay on top of this stuff. You must have a good understanding of what the market is doing in order for you to determine when to make that change. Okay, so again, you don't have to necessarily get rid of what you're doing. You could just enhance what it is you're doing. You can add to it, expand on it. Just keep stuff within the same vein of what it is you're already doing, but then just expand on it. You know, just add something to it to make it a little bit different, a little bit more fresh, and a little bit more in demand. Okay, so this is one of the things that we must do. The first thing, evaluate your product or service and see how it's keeping up with the changing market today. All right. This is going to definitely help you to improve everything you're doing and to stay ahead of the game and stay in the market and keep the business growing, because it's got to be appealing to the consumer. If not, then of course they're going to go elsewhere. And this is exactly what you don't want, because you want to be competitive and you want growth, right? This is the whole key about being in business. So that's my first point, guys. Product and services assessment. This is what we have to do. Hey, Rod, thanks for jumping in here. Hi, bro. How are you? All right, guys. So we're talking about strategies for business growth and success. Hit like and share on this video. Those of you who's watching, hit like and share on this video. And again, we're speaking to folks who are constantly trying to figure out how they can stay relevant in the marketplace. There's so much competition out there. We need to make sure that we stay competitive at all times, right? If it's a product, we need to make sure that everyone knows that we are still here and we still got the best thing to offer. Okay, so second point today, guys, is repackaging or rebranding. So if you are offering a product, you may think about repackaging or rebranding it. Your product might be stale dated. It might need a little bit of fluffing. It might need some stuff that bring it more current. This is such a great marketing ploy. You have to make sure that you determine whether this is part of the problem, because there's so much product on the shelf. Let's say it's a product, you go into a store, there's so many products on the shelf, so many companies selling the same thing. How is yours standing out? Is anyone able to just, spot your product the minute they look on the shelf, or do they see all these other 100 products before they see yours? This is when you need to determine, well, I may need to fluff up my branding, my packaging, I may need to change that up. Make sure the consumer knows that the product that you're giving them is not changing, the quality, none of that is changing, but you want to make sure that you stand out in the market. You could be identified, right? So you may want to just Again, repackage, right? Rebrand, maybe to change the wording of how you make that presentation to the consumer so that you have a different slogan that may be better off than the one you had before. That might work, right? You might want to just update the artwork, just keeping the same thing that you had before, but you can freshen it up and update it so it doesn't completely look like you're doing something different, or the consumer is getting something totally different from what they're used to getting. All right. You may want to decide whether your color is right. Maybe you need a glossier finish. Maybe you need just adjust certain things on the packaging so that you can stand out on the shelf or in the stores or wherever that product is, or even online, they can spot it and everyone can be attracted to what it is, and therefore you can increase your sale. Right? It just can't be said that you can't just fall in the background and expect to be seen. Okay, so this is the second point: packaging or rebranding your product for those of you who is selling a product. Hi, Lerner Smith, thank you for jumping on here. Thank you for the hearts. All right, so hit like and share on this video, guys. Strategies for business growth and success. I made a post yesterday where most business owners, they are always into a space where they're being challenged on a regular basis, and sometimes it might be discouraging. But those that win is those that stay ahead of the game, those that study the market, those that know how to make a shift. We talk about pivoting. This is who is going to win at the end of the day, and you want to be one of those people, right? Okay, so let's move into our third point today. And third point, I really like this one: market entry option. So you may want to enter into a new market. So this is what you have to pay attention to. So you may want to enter into a new market, right? But you have to be able to penetrate new markets, because what happens is when you try to enter into a new market, the competition is so great. So how do you enter into new markets? You may need to try to figure out how to penetrate the new market. So you may want to do something like lowering your price a little bit so you could get in the door, right? And so once they experiment on your product that you're giving them and they love it, then that means you'll have repeat customer. The business continue to grow. So you have to figure out a way to penetrate the market. So that's one way. Another way, again, you can have partnership, maybe joint ventures. Other people who's already in that market, you can probably partner with them, do joint ventures with them. So there's different ways for you to re-enter a new market. Either way, it all helps for you to get out there, get into a whole new direction, get new customers, and grow the business. Okay. Now, because you have already rebrand, repackaged, you have a whole new look. Now you can enter a new market, and then what do you know? You get a whole lot more business, whole lot more sales, and the business just continue to grow. So I just love this one about the market entry, because you got to really expand. You really got to expand in order for you to grow. Okay, so you can do certain things like increase promotion. You can increase promotion, which is great. And once promotion is increased, your business start growing, you have to be able to handle it. So if you need to have a customer service specialist or someone who is handling that business as it comes in, make sure that that's all in place too, because this is what happens. You can have such growth that it can just, really ruin the whole business if you're not prepared. So when you enter into a new market, guys, be prepared for a whole new growth of influx of people, customers, and you have to be able to service these folks, right? In order for you to stay relevant, in order for you to stay in business, in order for them to keep coming back, right? So customer experience is everything. So this is what we need to do, guys. So market re-entry, entry options, and getting new business, new customers, and growing. We just got to be prepared in order to service the folks that are going to be coming in. So that's my third point today. Just to make it real sweet and brief, those are 3 points, guys. Strategies to business, for business growth and success. Mr. Will Johnson, thanks for jumping in here. Information on point. Thank you so much. Hi, Joan. Good afternoon. Ms. Proby, good afternoon. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Let me recap these 3 points. Again, consumer behavior is changing. Market is changing. And for you to stay competitive and get your fair share of the market, you got to do a few things. First point today, guys, evaluate your product or your service that you're presenting out there. assess the needs, see if it's in high demand still, see if you need to make some changes, see if you need to diversify a little bit or develop something new, because people always want something new within the same vein of what you already is doing. The second point is make sure that you repackage or rebrand if necessary. So your packaging might be a little stale dated. You might want to change your logo a bit. You might want to change the wording a little bit. So just make sure that you could be identified. You want to kind of stand out from the rest of the crew. If you are a product and you're sitting on a shelf and there's 9,000 toilet paper on the shelf or whatever that product, you want them to know that you are there. Okay, so make sure that you reproduct, rebrand, repackage or rebrand if necessary, and just be fresh and new and make sure that people can find you. Third point, market reentry. You want to be able to access new market, bring in new business. You want to get out there and evaluate what the market is looking for. Make sure that you can either bring new product in and, or like I said, refresh your packaging so that you get an influx of more business in a whole nother space, because we're looking for all the business we can get, and be able to manage the business. So make sure that your operation has great customer service and great feedback, and so you can keep repeat business. That's it. Those are my strategies for business growth and business success, guys. So that brings me to our business panel. So for those of you who haven't started your business, I want you guys to go to elainesdesk.com. There is courses on there. There's a lot of information on there that can show you, teach you how to get your business started. For those of you who's already in business, it will help you to take your business to the next level. We all need to have these motivation. We need this information. Without information, look, you can't do anything if you don't know, right? So a lot of information is there. And you guys, make sure that you sign up for this course. For this panel. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be live. It's going to be in person. You get to ask all your questions. It's going to be so informative. That the last one we had was so successful. A lot of people came and they got a lot of takeaway from it. So make sure that you attend. It is going to be August the 12th, all right? August the 12th. The information is free, by the way. And if you want the brunch, you can pay for the brunch. The information is free. So come out and get this information and grow your business. If you need further assistance, clarification, whatever that is, make sure that you give me a call at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, 323-290-9034, and or visit our website at probyststax.com. Book yourself a 15-minute free consultation with me. I'll be happy to talk to you and clarify any problems that you may have financially, personally, and or business-wise. I'm always excited to do this stuff, okay? So with that said, I think that brings me to one. Join us here every Tuesday and Thursday. I just love it. She Rise. Thank you so much for keeping me on point here. Every Tuesday and Thursday, guys. Great information here. Hit like and share on this video. Make sure all your friends, everyone get this. I'm a little stagnated. What do I need to do? So all this stuff is to keep you motivated, keep you strong, keep you focused. And again, 2023 is your year, so we need to get out there, get our share of the market, our share of the money. Hi, Laverne. Richard Marston, thanks for jumping on here. Good afternoon, Laverne Smith. Thank you for jumping in. Good afternoon, guys. So hit like and share on this video. And again, that brings me to, what are we talking about on Thursday? On Thursday, we'll be back here with what does it say? 3 P's of business motivation. I love the motivation stuff. 3 P's of business motivation. I wonder what those P's are. What do they stand for? We'll find out. Come back right here Thursday at 1 p.m. I think with that said, that's it for today. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. I will see you guys back here on Thursday at 1 p.m. And you guys hit like and share on this video. And with that said, take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks. Bye-bye.